Did you start it?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Good morning. Good Friday. This is Wednesday morning. You will see this. This is where I interview people that I've had lunch with or dinner, and not just anyone, but people that are living a whole food, plant-based lifestyle and have had amazing results. Today, I'm going to talk with my friend Donna, and we're going to try to keep these short, but you never know. I'm going to publish one every Wednesday, and the purpose is to show what it's like to live the life. All right, starting off, all the standard questions, Donna.
Okay.
How long have you been whole food plant-based?
13 years.
All right, and what caused you to become whole food plant-based? This is a really good story, folks.
Okay. I was working as a nurse for Kaiser in their congestive heart failure department, and one of my patients was doing better than all my other patients. She weighed about 400 pounds, and every 2 weeks or so when I'd get her, she'd lost another 16 pounds. And I thought she wasn't eating, so I asked her what she was doing, and she told me that she was eating, in fact, and she was eating beans and rice and tacos and burritos and vegetables, and she was following a program that her cardiologist in Santa Rosa recommended. It was Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease by Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn. And so I talked to her for a while, and at the time I had congestive heart failure myself and weighed 310 pounds. And so we finished talking, and then at the end of our conversation I said, "Can you spell that guy's name for me?" So I went home and ordered the book off of Amazon, and that changed my life.
And what benefits have you received since you've been on this lifestyle?
Okay, well, lost 150 pounds.
100.
And
you were, tell me again, that's a number, it blows me. You weighed 300 pounds. 310
pounds.
Oh, my.
Yeah. So now, let's see what benefits I have.
Please.
I did the marathon in 21, the California International
And
Marathon.
how long is the marathon?
26.2 miles. And I walked the year.
Do you think you could have done that at 300?
Oh no! Call the ambulance for me.
Okay.
Yeah, and I walk the year every year. I did 2,200 miles last year, and the year before I did 2,479 miles. And so I'm working on it this year. We'll see how far I get. It's only April.
Do you miss anything that you used to eat? Do you miss anything at all?
Sometimes, if we're at a big family gathering, I miss some of the stuff that we used to have, and either I'll have it or I'll not have it. And I try to make whole food plant-based versions of some of the things that we used to eat. But I really feel so much better now that I don't want to go back.
Yeah, that's the secret, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you ever been the next question is standard, of course, is have you ever been tempted?
Well, let's see. So 22 was a pretty bad year in my house. My sister-in-law died. Yeah. My father died. My son-in-law died. Philip and I both got COVID. And then we decided to sell our house and move to a 55-plus community. Well, some people, when you put them under stress like that, they can't eat at all and they get very thin. And other people, like me, when you get under that kind of stress, you can't get your head out of the refrigerator.
Yeah.
So, I can be tempted with things, and then I go, hey, wait a minute, I'm not doing that. And so then you're back on target.
Yeah. Now I know you and I know about you, and tell us the story about your father.
Okay. So he was not plant-based, and my mother passed, and he stayed on his own for 2 years.
And he was how old?
He was, let's see, when he came to us, 85, I guess, when he came to us. And no, 85. Yeah, because he lived with me for 10 years. So I said, well, come on, Dad, we have a room for you. You can come and stay with us. And then he came and he said, well, what will I eat? And I said, well, I only make vegan food now. So he said, well, okay, I'm going to eat what you eat. So then he started eating whole food, plant-based stuff. And when he was 89 years old, Placer County Senior Services sent an email, a survey they wanted him to do. They wanted lots of questions on there, but the memorable ones were, do you feel old? And he was 89 years old at the time. And he said, no, I don't feel old. Okay, and then the next question was, at what age will you feel old? And he said, well, I don't know, but I sure don't feel old now.
How can you answer that question?
Yeah. So, and you know, I was still working then. So I'd go to work for 8 hours. I was a nurse for Kaiser, and I'd come home. He had been out walking for 8 miles at 89 years old.
Yeah.
And he lived to be 95 before he passed. And really, he had a good 10 years with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gave him 10 years. That's a nice gift.
Yeah, we gave him 10 years.
Yeah. Now, last question, if you were to give just one suggestion to someone thinking about or going on to this whole food plant-based journey, what would it be?
Just start with one thing. So if you're going to have breakfast, make it oatmeal with soy milk.
Yeah.
Put some fruit on. Hey, you got a whole food plant-based meal right there.
Yeah.
Just one thing. And when you get that down, so you're having oatmeal every day or whatever you want, you could have a piece of peanut butter toast if that's what you wanted. And just the one thing. And then after you get that down, then you do one more thing. And you do one more thing. And before you know it, you're eating whole food plant-based all the time.
And before you know it, you're healthy.
And before you know it, you're feeling great.
And you don't have aches and pains.
You're walking in marathons. You're doing all kinds of stuff.
I love it. Yeah. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
It's been wonderful.
Thank
Donna,
you.
I love you. Thank you.